Part 28. Attacks on the Prophet. The Prophet himself was harassed and even physically attacked. The abuse escalated into assassination attempts, which culminated in the eventual hijrah. The Prophet was one of the few who prayed publicly in front of the Kaaba, which particularly infuriated Abu Jahl and his ilk. Abu Jahl said,
"I swear by Al-Lat and Al-Uzza, if I see that man again, I will put my foot on his neck and throw sand on him."
Later that day, the Prophet began praying in front of the Kaaba, and Abu Jahl marched towards him. However, as he approached, he suddenly stopped and began walking backwards, pushing the air in front of him frantically. When asked about this, he said,
"I was about to step on him, until I saw a pit of fire above which there were massive wings."
The Prophet later explained that those wings belonged to angels, and had he taken one more step, they would have ripped him to shreds. Allah then revealed the remainder of Surah Al-Alaq.
Most certainly one exceeds all bounds once they think they are self-sufficient, but surely to your Lord is the return of all. Have you seen the man who prevents a servant of ours from praying? What if this servant is rightly guided or encourages righteousness? What if that man persists in denial and turns away? Does he not know that Allah sees all? But no. If he does not desist, we will certainly drag him by the forelock, a lying, sinful forelock. So let him call his associates. We will call the wardens of hell. Again, no, never obey him. Rather prostrate and draw near to Allah. Surah 96, verses 6 to 19.
As previously mentioned, the Prophet's enemies were of two types. The first type were the likes of Umar ibn al-Hattab and Amr ibn al-As, who initially opposed the Prophet but did so with dignity, not resorting to lowly and distasteful tactics. Allah decreed that all of these adversaries eventually accept Islam. The second type were the likes of Abu Jahl and Abu Lahab, who not only opposed the Prophet but did so shamelessly, knowing no bounds of disgrace and dishonor. Uqba ibn Abi Mu'ayt was one of these figures who opposed the Prophet in this lowly manner. Urwa ibn Zubair asked Abdullah ibn Amr,
"What was the worst thing you saw happen to the Prophet?"
Abdullah said,
"One day the Prophet was praying in front of the Kaaba, and Uqba ibn Abi Mu'ayt approached him from behind, took off his outer garment, threw it over the Prophet's neck, and began to choke him. The Prophet was struggling to breathe, and no one was intervening until Abu Bakr was informed. Abu Bakr ran over and pushed Uqba over and shouted, 'Are you going to kill a man just because he says, 'My Lord is Allah'?"
Allah honored Abu Bakr by revealing verses of Quran about Musa with the exact same phrasing.
A believing man from the Pharaoh's people, who was hiding his faith, argued, "Are you going to kill a man just because he says, 'My Lord is Allah', while he has in fact come to you with clear proofs from your Lord?" Surah 40, verse 28.